homemade chili that we all love here at home, and I'm gonna show you how to make it step by step. So come with me and let me show you how to make it. Okay, let's get started. In a pot, I'm placing half a cup of extra virgin olive oil. Turn your heat onto a medium heat. Add 1 pound of ground beef. You're gonna break it up and let it brown for about 4 to 5 minutes. All I'm simply doing here is breaking up the meat so it's easier to brown and it takes less time. Now, you can use butter, you can use a different kind of oil, whatever you want to use. I'm using extra virgin olive oil. Now, the ground beef is not quite brown yet, but at this point, I like to season it with about 1 teaspoon of salt and another 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Now, once you have your seasoning of ground pepper and salt, you're gonna mix it together. And I'm gonna keep mixing until the ground beef is completely browned, and then I'm gonna show you the balance of the ingredients. Now, once the ground beef has browned, at this point, I'm going to add 1 large chopped onion. Next, I'm adding 4 chopped garlic cloves. Now, I'm simply gonna mix in the garlic cloves as well as the onions with the meat, absorb a lot of that flavor. Here, I'm adding 1 small chopped red bell pepper. Here I'm adding 2 chopped celery sticks. And of course, I want this as a spicy chili, so I'm gonna add 1 jalapeno that I finely chopped, add it in. Now, if you don't want it spicy, you can eliminate the jalapeno. And I'm gonna incorporate all of this and just give it a good mix, incorporating all of the veggies with the ground beef and the olive oil and the fat that's in there. So just for a couple of minutes. Next, I'm gonna add additional seasoning. I have 1 teaspoon of cumin. Now, this is a spicy chili, so I'm adding 1 teaspoon of spicy paprika and 2 small ripe tomatoes that I've chopped into cubes. Now, all I'm gonna simply do is mix in the tomatoes, and I want them to cook down, so I'm gonna leave them in here for about another 2-3 minutes. And once the tomatoes have reduced and you'll see it create some more juices, you're going to add 4 cups of tomato sauce. Now, I have homemade tomato sauce. I know there's 4 cups in this jar. I'm gonna add it all in, or you can use store-bought tomato sauce. Now, my homemade tomato sauce is not cooked, so I'm gonna let this cook down and simmer for about 1 hour and 15 minutes until it reaches a thicker consistency. Now, here's the sauce after 1 hour and 15 minutes. It's cooked down, the sauce is thickened, it looks perfect. Now, at this point, I'm gonna try it for seasoning. I wanna make sure I have enough salt and pepper and the seasoning's good. I need a little bit more of the salt and pepper. I'm gonna add about half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and I'm just gonna give it a little stir. And of course, the seasoning is gonna be to your liking. Now, for the last few ingredients, I'm adding 540 milliliters of red kidney beans that I've drained and rinsed, and that's 1 can. Now, of course, you can add more red kidney beans if you prefer. And for the last ingredient, I'm adding 1 cup of beef broth. Now, you can see that when you add the beans, it thickens it up. I'm gonna stir in the beef broth, and I'm gonna let this simmer on a medium to high heat for an additional 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, you can see that the chili has thickened nicely. Now, the toppings, that's totally up to you. You can add sour cream, chives. It's thick, delicious, and easy to make. Now, all there's left to do is to ladle the chili into a bowl, top it off with your preferred toppings, and it's ready to eat. Enjoy, everyone. And there you have it, everyone. That's how I make my easy homemade chili. Now, the way I like it served, just chili in itself, and I love to have some bread on the side to dip into the sauce and have with the chili. But if you want to add some extra toppings, sour cream, extra jalapenos, extra hot sauce, chives, whatever you want, feel free to make it your own. Now for the taste test. Spiciness. Just fabulous. I need to add the bread, or just dip the bread in. And the sauce. So delish. I'm not done. It's just a very easy homemade chili recipe. And I hope you all enjoy the recipe. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Take care.